to left, George. Second from your left, Warren Gatewood, Anthony Williams, and then Lenore Splitman. Questions, well, let's go in order from left to right, your left to my right. If you have a question, raise your hand, we'll get a microphone to you. First one on the far right.
Hi guys. Just in general, anybody can answer this question real quickly. How did you feel about your experience here at the Celebration Bowl and how the fans turned out today?
It was a real good experience, you know. Anytime you get to do something you always dreamed of doing when you was growing up, it's just an amazing feeling.
To add to that, to make it to the Celebration Bowl was an accomplishment in itself, and we knew that it would be a lot of festivities that would be a first time for a lot of us. And it was a good experience. I'm gonna take a lot from it, you know, from going to the Civil Rights Museum all the way down to just the extra bonding time that I had with my brothers. So, I mean, it was a great experience, something I'll never forget, along with the loss.
Back.
Two questions. First, Lenore, did it seem like the game slowed down in the second half and allowed you to do some more things effectively than they were taking away from you in the first half? And Warren, can you talk about the challenge that you faced in facing a small back like Tariq Cohen and the difficulty that you guys had tackling him?
Yes, you know, in the first half was kind of out of sync. In the second half, you know, we just calmed down and, you know, we just did what we did, and it turned out to work pretty good.
Tariq Cohen rushed for 300 yards, and he earned every yard that he got. I have nothing but respect for him. And it was definitely a challenge throughout the whole defense, you know, especially for myself. To have that stature, I'm not really sure the height and weight, but he's a relatively small back, and we haven't seen too many backs like him, especially someone to take the pounding that he does and the load that he does. At 22 carries to be less than 180, 170 pounds, that's definitely rare. And we weren't prepared today, and that's what it comes down to. But I give all the credit to A&T, the offensive line, Tariq Cohen as well. They deserve it.
Any other questions? Here.
Can you just describe your touchdown pass and your game in general today?
I just knew I needed to step up for the team. A touchdown pass, come back, I saw him sitting inside, so I had to run my best route to get open for the touchdown to tie the game. And I knew we needed that for the touchdown for the game.
This one's for the seniors. How will you guys look back on this season once kind of the sting of this loss wears off and you guys are able to kind of look back on it all and just this season in particular?
Well, to look back on it was a long journey for us all. Coming from 4-7 and then win back-to-back championship 2 years in a row. And to get this loss really hurt us because we was looking forward. We wasn't satisfied with just winning the SWAC championship. We wanted to win the Celebration Bowl as well. And then we would feel like our season and our team as a whole have accomplished our ultimate goal, which was win the first ever Celebration Bowl game. So to reflect on our season, it's been a great college and senior season for us. And it's been a great experience, and I will always remember it. Today, I wouldn't say this is necessarily the best time to just reflect on such a great season because it was a great season. You know, I'll never forget it from the first game to the last game. We accomplished a lot of things that we wanted to. I mean, the camaraderie speaks for itself. I would never forget these guys, and I plan to keep in touch with them in the future. Just for example, the guy sitting left of me, my address is his address. And prior to Alcorn, I didn't even know him. So it's a lot that I take from it. Not necessarily just the season, but my whole Alcorn experience. I could answer it more in depth later with time, because we just lost in there.
Norris, can you speak to how you've progressed over the course of the season, especially these last 6 or 7 games, and to taking over the reins next year?
It just comes with preparation, going in every day, week in and week out, working. Learning from John Gibbs. He teaches me all the stuff he knows, so I can be a better quarterback. And going against our defense, they give me great looks every day, and it just makes me a better overall quarterback.
Hey Warren, can you elaborate on what you meant by we weren't prepared?
I wouldn't necessarily say, well, if I did, I apologize. I wouldn't necessarily say that we weren't prepared. We could have been more prepared. It's just tough with all the festivities going on. We knew that focus would be a key to this game because focus is the key to every game. We break down on focus and execution, and we didn't execute. So by preparation, I meant more to say that we didn't execute, and that may have been something in the preparation, but Coach Hop puts us in the best position to win week in and week out. So we have to look ourselves in the mirror as a defense, because a lot of times, like the first question was, we just didn't tackle the bag. That had nothing to do with preparation. So it's a lot of things that went into this loss, and that's pretty much it.
Last question in the back of the room.
All right, you guys participated in, again, the inaugural Celebration Bowl, and you were on the national stage. Very briefly, if each of you could say something about your experience being at Alcorn State as an HBCU, what would you say to other young players who may be considering going to some other smaller schools or things of that nature as it relates to being at an HBCU?
Well, Alcorn is a great school. Coach Hop did a good job of preparing us for the games, every weekend. He also prepared us to be men, real young men. And it was just a good journey playing for Alcorn.
I tell a lot of people that I think Alcorn saved my life. I've experienced a lot of things that I would have never dreamed of. And I mean, Alcorn is a great school. I'm from an urban area of Baltimore. I actually moved to Chicago my senior year, so I was definitely used to a more urban environment. And it was a scare to go to such a rural area. But like I said, Alcorn saved my life, and this has been the best experience that I've ever had over the course of 4 years. And I'll never forget it. I'll never forget it. So I owe Alcorn a lot, and I thank Alcorn. Going to an HBCU is not a big school, so everyone is like together. And going to an HBCU is like more family oriented. And that's one thing about an HBCU, we care for each other. And that's what I would tell the young kids. If you want a family other than just your family, more brothers, come to an HBCU, because family is what we pride on a lot at Alcorn, because as you know, the school is in the middle of nowhere. It's nowhere to go. So we're always together as one. So if you want to go to HBCU, if you want a family, come to Alcorn.
That's exactly right. When I first signed with Alcorn and went on my visit, I didn't know what to expect. But once I got there and got around the players, got to know the people, the administrative people, everyone, they're just so welcoming and just make you feel at home and just one big family, like Ant said.
All right, fellas, thanks for your time. Congratulations on a great season.